If you're flying VFR, you must have a specific ATC clearance to enter Class Bravo airspace. And that's not just two-way communications, but an actual clearance. So listen for the controller's magic words, "cleared into the Class Bravo airspace." You must hear those exact words before you can enter as a VFR airplane. On the other hand, if you're flying IFR, your IFR clearance automatically becomes your clearance into Class Bravo airspace. But if you choose to cancel your IFR flight plan and you're still in Class Bravo airspace, make sure that you get a specific VFR Class Bravo clearance from the controller before you cancel that IFR flight plan. Now, the reason you need a clearance is because ATC is sequencing and separating every airplane in that airspace. So they need to know exactly what you're going to do. Class B airspace are established around the very busiest airports. Airports like Los Angeles International, New York's Kennedy, and Chicago's O'Hare. The size and shape of each Class Bravo airspace area is different, so you have to look at the map of each individual one to see what it looks like. Normally, Class Bravo airspace will involve at least one primary airport and several secondary airports. Near the primary airport, Class Bravo airspace goes all the way down to the surface. But to find the exact floor and ceiling in each area, what you want to do is look for a line like this. Whatever is under the line tells you the floor of the Class B at that location. In this case, it says the surface. The number above the line tells you the ceiling in hundreds of feet. And here it's 10,000 feet MSL. Now, typically, as you get away from the airport, the floor of that Class Bravo airspace rises. Here it's 2,000 feet. Over here, it's 2,500 feet. And over here, it's 4,000 feet. Now let's you and I get airborne once again and take a look at what Class Bravo airspace might look like if you could see it from the cockpit window. First of all, near the primary airport, Class Bravo airspace goes all the way down to the ground. Now, as you move away from the airport, the floor gets higher. Here they go from 2,000 to 2,500 to 4,000 to 6,000. Then when you're on final approach to the airport, you're looking at this from the end. So here's what it might look like when you're on final to Los Angeles International Airport, landing to the west. Now, you can fly over the top of and underneath Class Bravo airspace without a clearance. You just must have a clearance to fly anywhere inside the Class B airspace. So let's take a look at what you have to get inside. First of all, if you're VFR, you must have that ATC clearance and hear those magic words, "cleared to enter the Class Bravo airspace." Again, if you're IFR, the Class Bravo clearance automatically comes coupled with your IFR clearance. You must have a communications radio because you've got to be able to talk to air traffic control. To fly IFR in Class Bravo airspace, you must also have a VOR receiver. And in addition, you must have a transponder with Mode C altitude reporting both inside Class Bravo airspace and above it. Now, let's assume that you're flying along in Class Bravo airspace and your transponder quits on you. Well, you don't just evaporate, and they will not make you land at the nearest airport. If your transponder malfunctions in flight, ATC may authorize an immediate deviation to the transponder rule. So you may continue on to your destination, and you may even make en route stops, or you can go somewhere where you can get your transponder repaired. But I can tell you this, the controllers are not going to be very happy with you. Why? Because to them, you've become a tiny, unmarked blip on their radar screens. Now, what if your airplane doesn't even have a transponder installed at all? In that case, ATC can still approve a deviation, but this time you have to make your request at least 1 hour before you would enter the Class Bravo airspace. So when you think Class Bravo airspace, think big, think Boeing country. And remember, Class B airspace is where ATC wants to have control of every aircraft. So in Class B airspace, even the VFR pilots have to get a clearance.